What's up, my loves? It's your girl Diamond. I'm back with my own review of the Real Housewives of Potomac. Let's get into it. So the episode starts off with everybody doing their own natural routine. Karen in her sauna, Ashley doing her TikTok, Mia preparing for her kids to do activities, and then it leads to the real opening of Giselle and Robyn and the Reasonably Shady podcast. Who would have thunk it? Reasonably Shady would have reached 1 million views, 1 million followers, something like that. I did not know a lot of people listen to them. I don't listen to them. But hey, they doing the damn thing. They're going over their live show coming up soon. They're gonna have special guests, certain segments. So Giselle talks about the twins, Angel and Adore's upcoming sweet 16th birthday, and that they don't want her there because she's an embarrassment. Okay, and Robyn got a lot of things going on. She was preparing. No, she's preparing for the live show and the prenup at in Miami. She said that she had all of her information and wanted to have a quiet moment to go over her prenup in Miami. When did that happen, Robyn? You never expressed that you wanted to be about figuring out this prenup in Miami. You didn't say nothing. Fine. Um, Giselle brings up Ashley saying that Wendy was singing a different tune when they hung out at the club. It caught them, hugging very drunkenly. I love you. And automatically, Robyn is feeding Giselle's ego because she's saying how, oh, wow, Wendy, for real? Don't do that, girl. We were at each other's throats last year. Now we're doing this. Now we're doing this. I was like, Robyn, it is so funny to me how you act a certain way when you're in Giselle's presence rather than you being yourself. Like, why are you downplaying that you and Wendy had a drunk moment of fixing your relationship to you saying how, oh my God, Wendy, no, we can't do that. Seriously, do you need Giselle's approval for you to move forward with Wendy? And I'm just like, Robyn, I already said this last year. If you have allowed for Giselle to sit in her own shit without you coming in and saving her, you wouldn't get burned. You wouldn't be lumped onto Giselle's issue like you did not want everybody to say. Why am I always with Giselle's issue? Because you keep on talking. You keep on adding your 2 cents in. Let her handle her own shit and you handle your own shit. I hate that Robyn does this. Robyn has a switch. Whenever she's around Giselle, she's all about kissing her ass, feeding her ego, feeding what she wants her to say. When she's around other people, she's likable. She's funny. She has a personality. Ugh, I can't. So then she talks about Candace, how she wants to meet up with her, talk about their issues, because they had a huge screaming match in Miami that Ashley recorded. And it was about her spraying her what she said on her Instagram Live. Giselle says she can't be mad at that because she said it. I don't think she's mad that she said it though, Giselle. I think that she's mad how can Robyn use that to hurt her. Robyn, who she says is loyal. Robyn, who she trusts the most, would use how she felt against her like that. If she felt that that lie was directed towards her, it would have been a better way for Robyn to go about it, but she didn't. She wanted to embarrass her. She wanted to call her out. She wanted to make it an issue. That's what she did. Okay? And it's just bullshit to me that Robyn's working overtime to have issues with other people that she shouldn't have issues with. I can't. So Candace is celebrating receiving another master's degree. She's now having a master's degree in business administration from Howard University. She can now use this degree to negotiate contracts and deals with other labels. Being a proud black woman with 2 masters under her belt, she's celebrating black excellence, all right? And they're going to have a big celebration. So now they're talking about who are they inviting. They're going to invite Karen and invite Robyn. Candace realized that she did talk about Karen. She didn't know about it until a producer told her. So she said she was wrong. And now she wants to address that to Karen. You really, was you really that drunk that night that someone told you were talking about Karen? Okay. Um, Chris and Candace still wants a relationship with Robyn because she did have their back against Giselle when Giselle wanted to make it an issue that Chris made her uncomfortable with having a conversation, but he didn't. So still trying to keep that, connected, that trust. Um, But then we also find out that Candace hasn't had her period yet. And trying to see, am I fertile? You want to try it out? I gotta wait, to try it out. Gotta wait to see. Let me go ahead and give you some so we can find out if you are pregnant. I'm like, okay, I'm with that. Try the natural way. Since they put a pause on the IVF process. All right, all right. Karen. Karen has her former assistant over, Matt, and she's known him since he was 17. They make magic together. She said that she has an idea of a live show coming up called Keeping It with Karen. Mm-hmm. And 2 months ago, she heard that Giselle and Robyn are doing a live show as well from their podcast. She said that she got the idea of a live show from Wendy Williams and having a Q&A participation. I really did not understand what is the premise of Karen's podcast or her live show event. She said food, pandemic, and then Matt went all over the place with having a musical guest, a drag performer, multiple outfit changes. It just kept going on and on and on. And I'm like, is this what you want, Karen? Are you listening to him? Are these your ideas? Because you're just saying, yep, I love that, yep. Oh, I love that. I was like, okay, sure. So she also talks about that in this group, we tend to do this things the same way at the same time. You know how Wendy came out with a candle line and Karen is came out with a candle line. So now we got Robyn and Giselle's live show and Karen's live show. Did you really come up with this idea though, Karen, or did you copy it off of Giselle and Robyn? I mean, you have a YouTube channel, but really, I don't. This you really came up with this? Okay, sure. Um, oh, that was it. That was it. Wendy and Eddie. They just arrived from the airport from Chicago. They literally did everything in Chicago within 24 hours. She attended University of Chicago's for Gender and Sexuality, where she was a keynote speaker, and she was saying Chicago wrong. She like maybe tried to talk in the New York accent, Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Chicago. I don't know if I'm saying it right. But not only did she complete that, she has another event coming up, graduation with her students, her birthday, an appointment with her doctor about her kidney stones. Remember, she's having a hard time passing through kidney stones, but she wants the surgery to remove them. But how can I even get the surgery if I don't have time to book the appointment? So again, having a full plate, she has to prioritize her health. Wendy, we told you this in the beginning of the season. You need to make some time for yourself and your health. Cancel these things. You know what I'm saying? Get somebody else to cover for you so you can get your health under control. You can pass these kidney stones. Robyn. Robyn is meeting up with Candace at a bar, and it was an emotional moment because Robyn instantly was bawling out crying. And I'm like, Robyn crying? You got tear ducts? You're a human? So she talks about her hairstylist, the one who's doing her hair for the last 16 years. She lost her sister and her brother in law in a tragic car accident. I know that's tough. That's gotta be tough. It was already hard for her to talk in the confessional because she hates to see her friend in so much pain. With the tragic news, it makes her realize that life is so short that she's willing to squash any type of stupid drama with people that she cares about. Does that apply to Wendy? Come on now, the drama with you and Wendy started from you, and it's stupid. Like, as much as you want to care about Candace and have your relationship be good, can the same thing apply to Wendy? So, she's happy that she received a text message from Robyn because Robyn looks at Candace as a little sister, and Candace said, "You're the only one that I have that relationship with, that I trust." And in my life, I felt that I needed to get that out. But if you felt that it was about you, you could have talked to me. Robyn pleads her case with, how I feel about you. I took up for you and Chris and everything. And I wanted to know, where did you feel like I was being disloyal? And be more specific of who you're talking to. Candace understood where Robyn was coming from because with it feeling like it was directed towards her, it shouldn't have been. I don't think you're a fake bitch. Um, but I'm stuck on the little sister thing and the whole trust thing. Candace, why? Why do you put up with them? Why? You mean to tell me that Robyn is someone you feel like you have a sister relationship with? Didn't you look at Karen as an auntie? What about Wendy? You really? I'm sorry. I can't. I said, what does Robyn have any, like, you see how I'm stumbling, right? Because Robyn, really? Maybe Robyn has a different side of her when she's not on camera. Maybe she really is as close to Candace as she says she is, you know? But they do talk, they do move on because the world is so much more than just little drama like this. We got so much more to worry about than this shit right here. But I was still stuck on, why do you want to still be friends with Robyn? You said it yourself in Miami. Her plotting to expose your lie of the things that you said you felt and meant, it showed how flawed she is. It showed how she's a fake, calculated bitch, like you said. But yet you still give her a chance because you still feel the friendship. But what has, fine, fine. I will never know. Maybe it's not up to me to know. I'm only going off of how Robyn is. Robyn is friends with nobody because she is a loyal flunky to Giselle. That's who she shows loyalty to. Fine. I'm gonna let it go. Fine. Mia. Mia had a grand opening for her joint chiropractic that she started with Gordon. They have 14 in different locations and 8 that they collect money from. Since she's from DC, she wanted to bring affordable chiropractic services. Cool. The producers wanted to know, where does the money come from? Is it you and Gordon? She said no, it's not just us. They have friends who come in. They have deals. One deal didn't make it. They wanted to know what kind of deal was it and why didn't it go through. Apparently, lawyers are involved. She won't talk about it anymore. Karen comes in to support, you know, how her and me were able to move forward. Jackie came in, you know what I'm saying? She wanted to know where her mother was, but that was a sore subject. She let it go. She gives her speech. That's it. Moving on. Ashley. Ashley goes over her aunt's and uncle's house, and she went through a lot to get there. Before she was able to leave, Michael just got back from Vegas, wants to say, I want to spend time with my son. She said, okay, you can spend time with him when I come back. But he wanted her to take Dylan and not Dean. He wanted to spend time with Dean. And they went back and forth all the way down till Dean saying, stop yelling. Huh? Michael, you've been all over the place. And now you want to come back and say, I want to spend time with my son? One son? Why won't you spend time with both of them? Why you only want to spend time with Dean? What does that mean? You showing favoritism, or are you trying to look at how much work you might not have to do with Dean since he is two? He can express things. He could do things a little bit independently than Dylan, since Dylan is still a baby. I don't know. But that don't make no sense. And then, you know, she don't want to argue anymore. It's gotten stressed out. It's gotten too stressful to the point where her son's coming in. Yeah, that's toxic. And then Michael started to talk about how Ashley plans things wrong. She never does anything right. Are you kidding me, Michael? You've never planned things right to not make Ashley like a fucking fool. You did not plan to tell her about a vasectomy. And you never wanted kids from the beginning anyway. And now you want to be concerned about where's this, where's that, what's this, what's that. Michael, you're just looking for a way to be upset. And it's really not good. She don't deserve that shit. And right now, she's scared of dealing with this on her own. You know what I'm saying? Her aunt is telling her it's good that you're separating from him, you know? But she's scared of being in the house with 2 boys on her own. She's getting tearful. She's getting emotional. How I gotta be responsible for the well-being of these 2 kids. I'm really scared of being on my own. Of course. Her aunt, her uncle said, you're not alone. She knows that, but I think that she is really afraid of having everything falls on her. Financial, mental, emotional, all of that well-being on her children. You know what I'm saying? And she has to realize that she has support outside of Michael. She has to. She's a good person no matter what Michael says. And she has to believe in herself that she is a good mother. And I do believe that Ashley is a great mother. Ashley loves her kids more than life itself. But I feel like What's scaring her is what she went through with her mother. You know, her mother lived under a bridge in a tent. Her mother was broke and poor while raising her. Ashley don't want to go through that. She already went through that with her mom. She don't want to go through that with her kids. It's terrifying her that she doesn't want to lose that safety net, that financial stability of raising her kids. But Ashley, let's look at it like this. What is it worth? Is it worth you having meaningless arguments with Michael every day? No. Girl, you got this. Don't worry about Michael. He not worried about you. He's never worried about you. You have this. And I feel like a lot of people don't want to give Ashley the understanding and the grace because she is in a financial situation that's way better than other women. She is. And also all of Ashley's ways before she became a mother. And that's why nobody feels sorry for her, but I do. Being a single mother is hard, even if you have the help. Based off of how Ashley's life was until she got to this moment, oh yeah, she is terrified of not being like her mother. But Ashley, you got this. You are a good mother. You are a great mother, okay? Mother to mother, you are doing the damn thing. And you have a village. Use them. They are there for you. Candace. Candace is picking up Mama Dorothy at the airport. They haven't had the best relationship. It's gotten physical, but they're moving on. They're moving better, especially when it came down to Chris and her mom. They're in a good place. You know what I'm saying? That's all it needs to be. Um, she tells her that her period is late. It hasn't come yet. Her mom was like, you think you're pregnant? I don't know. So she figures maybe if you are pregnant, that could you calm you and Chris using cuss words? She said, no, no. Well, cuss words are not good. Kids get used to hearing cuss words and know when not to use them. It's like a tune too. Kids can pick up curse words and not use them, but kids can also pick up curse words and use them. You got to be careful. But it's not going to change nothing. Curse words are cuss words. Um, Giselle. Giselle is having her twin daughter's 16th birthday party, which was very nice. It was separate. The girls had their own little party, and Giselle had her adult friends. And Jamal Bryan is here. Is Jamal coming? Yes, he is. He just showed up. All right. Jamal can show up. Jamal can be present. Robyn, why wasn't Juan at the family fun day? Why wasn't he there? But Jamal can show up for his daughters for this. Interesting. Ashley came, Sharice came, Robyn came. I think I saw Jackie. I could be wrong. They did a speech about how their daughters are beautiful. They are the best. They never give them any problems. Giselle wishes that she was as confident, as strong, as you know about it when she was 16. But now seeing that her girls are just thriving beautifully, she's so happy. And I'ma say it, Giselle got some beautiful children. I think I said it before. But the one thing that Giselle did was create some beautiful kids. Grace is so beautiful. Angel and Adore are gorgeous. Then I found out that Angel and Adore were 8 pounds. Did you have those kids naturally? Because 8 pounds is a huge baby. But very happy for you, Giselle. You are doing the right thing by your daughters by teaching them differently. I just wish you applied that for yourself. But anyway, it was nice, beautiful, nice moment. Boom, boom, done. Candace. Candace has her party for her master's degree picnic, and she's very happy. Look at her life in this moment. And then Mama Dorothy saw a brown snake and said, I thought you said Giselle wasn't coming. The shade. I loved it. I died. So all of her friends came. Karen came. Ray came. Sharice came. I'm seeing Chris and her mother in the same room, especially now that Chris was owed an apology, but it wasn't the apology that he should have gotten, but it was enough. I did say Sharice came with her daughter. Wendy came with Eddie. Come on, 2 degrees. I mean, it's not like 4, but it's 2 degrees. We're celebrating it. Thank you, Wendy. Another friend came who has her own family. Not Ashley. Candace aspires to be like that. She took a pregnancy test, but it was negative. She was disappointed, but it did give them the opportunity to go back and finish the IVF treatment because she does want to be a mother someday. Now, trying to get pregnant naturally didn't happen, so the original plan is back in motion. Karen asked Robyn, What's going on with the wedding? What we doing? She said, we're having a private ceremony with just the four of us. The four of who? You and your kids? You a private ceremony with no guests. You sure, Robyn? Just say that we don't want to get married, or say we can't afford one. Just do that. Like Karen said, just say we're not about to do that. We enjoy shaking up, not mind our business. I mean, come on now, Robyn. You got to give something. Give something. Now, in the trailer for the upcoming, for the rest of the season, you saying you're gonna have a really, 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 really small wedding. It'll be a private ceremony in Jamaica, huh? Girl, just say that we can afford the wedding. I don't know, because I really don't feel like how is this hard to talk about. You're getting married. You, this is Robyn. She makes it so difficult. You don't give nothing, but yet you give all this energy about other things. Anyway, Wendy and Robyn ended up having a conversation where they had a drunken moment. She did speak honestly because drunk men don't tell no tales. When you're drinking, you get things off your chest. And she was hurt by the things that Robyn did. Robyn wants to say how you can be so honest in that moment when there's nobody else around, but you can't be like that with other people. Because it's nothing for them to know, Robyn. Why do you think that Wendy can be herself around other women, but yet she can be vulnerable with you because she cares about your relationship, your friendship? So she said she had liquid courage that night. And I want you to let you know how I feel. And then I want our friendship to be gone. The fact that she says she doesn't want her friendship to be gone and she's expressing to her and she's apologizing to her, making me mad. Why are you apologizing to Robyn again? Why? Robyn, you should have been the one to apologize to her. Because how is it that you are trying to find a reason as to why Wendy could be a one-on-one, but yet she couldn't be this? Because that's her. You wanted a one-on-one with Candace because you value your friendship. That wasn't involved in the group. And you had a screen match in front of other women. So you can mess with that shit, Robyn. And you was the one who couldn't take the because this whole thing was about you co-signing with Giselle. That's the whole thing, and how you did not value your friendship with Wendy when she got a drink thrown at her. So I'm not understanding why you seem as though Wendy can't open up to other people without trying to win a debate if she's telling you that she's sorry and that she was hurt. So with her receiving an apology, Wendy said, "Can I get one as well? Because you hurt my feelings." She said, "Sorry." And Wendy was like, "Oh my God, I'm so happy." But when that clip happened on social media, Wendy said it didn't last long. I bet it didn't. Because this is bullshit. What you apologizing for? Wendy, why are you and Candace begging for Robyn? Y'all begging for her. She gives nothing. She's not a real friend to y'all. Y'all need to come together and be against these hoes. Anyway, so Candace owns up to what she said about Karen and that she was drunk and that she shouldn't have said what she said about her marriage. Karen appreciates that because they've been making good progress. This isn't a big setback, but she's still watching Candace, you know what I'm saying? Knowing that she was drunk. Was Ashley drunk too? Yes, she was. Okay, she's being shady as well. I love the fact that Karen is not only blaming, well, not even blaming, but calling out Candace for talking shit about her, but Ashley too, because Karen knows this about Ashley. She knows. She's grown with her as well. And how are Candace and Ashley? We're not good. Even though she doesn't care about certain individuals, she hates that they're not all together. You know, I hate that we have all these issues. I hate that we're so divided. We got to come together for this. You know what I'm saying? So with them talking, you see Chris and Ray having a conversation about Giselle not being there. And then Chris tells Ray that he wants to have a conversation with Giselle so that way she can understand how Candace communicates so they can have a better relationship. But Ray is getting into the mess, saying how he should apologize to her. He said, "Why? I didn't do nothing." I know, but she didn't understand your intention. Just say sorry. But if she felt uncomfortable, that's her. I didn't do nothing to her. Why do I have to, make her feel like she did something? Why do I have to appease to her? Why? So in the confessional, the producers are asking, no, are saying, listen, Why can't you just say you're sorry, that you felt uncomfortable? He said, if I say I'm sorry, that's me admitting to doing something. I didn't do nothing wrong. Exactly. And then Candace said, okay, let's say they do have a conversation. What would Giselle say after that? They have no idea of what Giselle would add on to what is going to happen if she was to get the apology that she wants. I mean, she's already been adding a whole bunch of different tidbits and sauces and spices here and there about what happened between her and Chris, adding on things from Ashley's standpoint, adding on to the things about Twitter. She's already added more. What happens if she gets that apology? What will she say after that? There's no predicting of what Giselle will say. So now she's about to make a speech and she's, no, 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 no. So hearing from Ray that he has to apologize, he's frustrated. Candace is about to make a speech and he's like, I'm done, get away from me. He's feeling frustrated how there's too many people in the house. He's focused on the food. Candace was congratulating herself and thanking her mom for being that example of a strong woman that she is. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. And thank God for Black excellence. And no matter who comes into your life that can cause contention and disarray and madness, God cannot take away what He has in store for you that no man can do. I know that's right. And that was the end of the episode. It ended with, Chris sitting outside on his porch talking to somebody how his energy is like he's about to fight somebody or cut somebody's head off. He said, I am. Listen, Chris don't owe nobody no apology. Giselle didn't like the fact she was getting called out for not being on Candace's side with Mia. And Chris wanted her to understand that. And instead of her accepting that, she wanted to now say, your husband made me uncomfortable, which caused a whole disarray. But this episode really wasn't much. It was a filler for what's about to come next week. Everybody pretty much was in their own routine, their own lives and everything. But that was it. You know what I'm saying? That was all the episode had to offer. It was cool and everything. But, that's it, y'all. That's all I have. Please stay tuned for the next video, and I'm going to see you guys later. Bye.